video is going to be about the people who are rookies in the craft of witchiness. They're asking questions and they want to know how long to do this and how to practice certain actions in the magical arena. And I want to say thank you to all the people who share and the tips that are given, and I appreciate it, and I'm grateful for what I've learned and what I've taught and how we appreciate each other and that we're pretty much a magical witchy family, y'all. So, I also want to go on to say that it's important, to establish and to keep discovering and evolving in ways that teach us our own unique signature styles and how we choose to do things that best suit us, our lifestyles, and our particular personas. So don't lose sight. Don't get lost in the sauce, folks, following what other people give as far as tips and guidance and recipes and rituals. Just make sure that you balance it out and, keep your own authentic self in rotation. Now, there's some folks who don't eat meat. There's some folks who are vegans. There's some folks who don't use fluoride. And there's one guy who brushes his teeth with strawberries. He says he doesn't use anything else to brush his teeth but strawberries. Now, that's fine for him. That works for him. But I'm not going to be doing strawberry teeth brushing, okay? Again, that's his signature style, and more power to the dude. And so there's some people who don't watch TV, don't have TVs, and some people claim that watching TV, affects our energy levels, and that may be true for those people who espouse such situations and such expressions. Me, I watch damn TV. I have no immediate plans to stop. In fact, I watch Empire. Actually, I watch what the fuck I want, okay? And my energies are not diminished because of my indulgence in those things. Now, it may affect others because they're ultra sensitive or slightly sensitive or whatever, but me, I watch Empire, and when it's in season, I have an Empire Facebook group, and we get in there and we cut the fuck up. It's about balance. Everything ain't that damn deep, and my energies are well intact. Thank you very much. I do my meditation on a regular daily basis. I engage with my crystal power, my fire power, with my candles and my incense. I do my spells and my rituals, but I am not getting lost in the sauce of all things, having to be so damn deep. Some of these so-called conscious folks, they like to argue and debate with people. And I was there at one point in time, so I don't want to judge them because we all have to live and learn and adjust and alter ourselves accordingly. So just recognize that, there are no hard and fast rules. Everything ain't cut and dry. One day I wanted to do a spell, and I just used me some cayenne pepper and some water and put it on the stove in my cauldron and called it, my ingredients. And it did suitably what I needed to have done. That's what I was led to do by my intuition. I followed it, and I don't just believe it, I know it. Magic works. I had a dream that it works. So you don't have to get all fancy smancy and, do a whole lot of, quoting and rhyming. And if that works for you, that's cool. But sometimes I might just say a few sentences and call it done, okay? Everything, again, ain't that damn deep. And sometimes we make things deeper than they actually need to be. But again, do what's suitable and fitting for you. And I'm not going to judge anybody else's practices, but I just want to put things in perspective for the newbies. It ain't all about, adding all these different ingredients and herbs and spices. And sometimes that's called for, and sometimes that may be what you are inclined to do. But sometimes shit, just splash some water on you and, call it, manifested power and potency. You can make anything magical you want. You can make, I can take this chocolate bracelet and decide that this, my spiritual warrior. I can make it a warrior and visualize it, and that's what it is. It's my chakra warrior. I got rings on my fingers. I can make these my soldiers. It's about what you imagine. Imagination has power, and it manifests. It can become reality. So again, simple things. You can pick up a leaf off the ground and decide that's going to be your magical helicopter and take you where you want to go in the zone of metaphysical properties and so forth and so on. So a lot of us, mental, and people that live in a situation where you can't practice your magic, freely or whatever, that's when you can use your mental imagination more on accelerated levels and get you at least one live plant and put it in your room and make that plant a magical plant, and you can commune and talk to that plant, and the people in your household who are anti-magic won't have to know the difference because most people like plants and they don't have to know what you're using it for. You can get in there and touch it and gain strength for the journey. I touch trees sometimes, and they say strength for the journey. Get strength from the trees, and touching them and hugging them and communing with them, and go outside under the sun and the open sky and commune with it. So there are ways to get around these people who are not tolerant of magic. And so, because the universe is not bound by intolerance, okay? It is not stripped of any power because of the low energies and low frequencies. That shit is going to go on, but we are surrounded by beauty. And we have to make up our mind to, you know, embrace the beauty despite the bullshit agendas, the abysmal attitudes, the bum character, assassinations, and all that other shit. It's all in the mix. Regardless, we live in a world of duality, and we are still, damn, surrounded by beauty. Regardless, despite, in spite of. The birds are flying right now. And sometimes I be outside, and low energies, they get out there and they blow their horns loud, they rev their engines, and the people on these motorbikes be revving those motorbikes noisily, wanting to distract me from my A game. Shit. Miss me with the bullshit. Because whatever they're doing, whatever sounds they're making, I realize the rain still falls, the sun still shines, the birds still fly and sing. And I watch those birds, and they fly in the air around all that stuff that's going on that wants to aim arrows of distraction and disturbance. The birds are going about their damn business. We can learn from them. They are soaring, they are flying high in the sky. They are mostly on top. When they settle in, they settle in on tops of trees and so forth and so on. We can learn from these animals. Soar despite all that wants to aim arrows to get you off your damn bullseye manifestations. It's a matter of how we respond to what they aim. Thank you and love them, but don't put up with that nonsense without your self-defense arsenal kicking in gear. Woohoo! Thank y'all for listening. Bye now.
Yeah.